Well, it looks like Jared Leto is having a rough time. Absolutely no one could have seen this coming. On July 29th, the BBC dropped a documentary about him being a creep and a pest, and even though this has all been churning in the undercurrent for a while, this date is significant. Let's look at the
Space Winter Report.
Let's start with the moon, because the moon is always doing something. At the beginning of the day, the moon is here, but by the next day, it's over here, which means that while all of this controversy is coming to light, it had to pass over all of this. It's also a full moon, and that's going to add a whole other layer of pregnant drama to everything else going on. But that big enciente bitch hanging over everything is just the start. Look at these double Mars oppositions. Mars has a lot going on. A keystone corner in his mystic rectangle at 0 degrees 12th and trining his 8th house Neptune. This is admittedly a great placement for an actor.
Acting! Brilliant! Thank you! Thank you!
It's also sextile his 2nd house Saturn, which we can all agree has shown up as a fantastic work ethic, but once we start looking at that Pluto op, it all starts crashing in. That 12th house, which gives him access to all sorts of emotional states of mind, also deals with the hidden sides of himself, or rather, the sides he would prefer remain hidden. And that Pluto opposition is creating a tense dynamic between desire, unresolved anger, and impulsive acts. Pluto is sextile to that same Neptune, which when well expressed gives us art, and poorly expressed gives us l'enfant terrible. But wait, there's more. That Mars-Pluto op is also the base of a tight T-square pointing up at his Cap Sun, dragging his sense of core self into it all. And then here comes transiting Neptune, lighting up everything his Mars touches, his rectangle, T-square, and bringing Chiron along for the ride for good measure. Even though these transits are in their separating position, what we are seeing is the after effects of their peak coming to light. All of the illusions and delusions that he successfully deflected are suddenly out there. At this point, I'm very tired of this man, but we have a whole other Mars transit to look at. Transiting Mars is opposite his natal Jupiter and in a perfect square with Venus in Virgo, with the 3 forming a T-square bringing up topics of power, sex, love, and being a fake guru. Transiting Jupiter trining Neptune got him thinking he can squeak his way out of this. And you know what? He might, because this is America and we love our predators. I mean, respected artists. That said, Pluto is sitting exact on his Venus North Node and MC opposite that same transiting Jupiter. So, we'll see. There are some other noteworthy transits, but I'm just going to make a list because I'm sick of talking about this chud. All right, that's enough of that. Remember, everyone, the only gurus you can trust are dead, and even then, caveat emptor. Bye!